Isn't it ironic how one day you can look at a group of people and say, you guys are total heroes, and then the next day want to get rid of them? Like, I'll give you a few examples of this. During the time when we had no idea what we were dealing with, when the health crisis started, we went to police officers and we crowned them as heroes. That was the initial thought. Now we want to defund the police. Well, not we, but they want to defund the police. But here's my favorite one. How about the medical workers? Actually, it's my second to favorite one. How about the medical workers that risk their lives every single day for us for all kinds of reasons, not just one, and now they want to fire them because they choose to have medical freedom? Now, that's a funny one. But how about this one? How about the fact that we have been praising for the last year the truckers who have, while everybody was quarantining at home and everybody was kind of staying away from danger as they thought, these guys were the ones that were working day and night. These men and women were busting their tails so that we could get our Amazon orders and everything else that we're buying from the interwebs, for lack of a better term. And now the Department of Homeland Security is actually beginning to label them as potential terrorists. Think about this. How about the fact that they are beginning to put more effort in monitoring reports of potential truck convoy protests than they are monitoring the border? How about when you begin to think through the foolishness of these people and the arrogance of their claims, you begin to recognize that the people that they deemed as heroes initially are the ones that they want to destroy, not thinking about the implications of their foolish behavior. We're beginning to see inflation at record levels. We're watching insanity begin to increase, and yet you want to attack the very people that are busting their tails for us every single day to provide for us food, shelter, clothing, all the other things that we tend to buy on a regular basis. I got news for you, folks. 2022 is here, and we are approaching an election, and it's time we better use our heads. Now, for all of you that want to get hyper judgmental and say, well, Pastor James, you're a pastor, and stop talking about politics. First of all, let me say, shame on you. If you're in the ministry, you ought to quit if you're telling me that. And here's the other thing I would simply say. God calls us to take a stand for righteousness no matter where we are, and we better do something about this. I know that things are falling apart and they're going to continue to fall apart. And I think we're probably past the point of no return as a world in general. But that does not absolve us from our responsibility of doing the right thing. It's time to take a stand, and it is time for us to use every legal remedy we have available to us to do the right thing. Why? Because God calls us to do that. We are called to interact in a way that brings glory to God with our actions and the abilities that he's given us. It's time to get to work, you folks. Jesus is coming soon, and we're running out of time. God bless you guys.